Imagine this. You wake up in a city where job opportunities are booming, real estate is still affordable, for now, and life feels like an upgrade. Sounds too good to be true. It's not. While some cities are drowning in sky-high rent and soul-crushing commutes, others are thriving with lower costs of living, high wages, and an unbeatable quality of life. If you've been thinking about making a move, now is the time. The cities on this list are growing at lightning speed, and by 2026, they might just be the new urban hotspots everyone is talking about. Stay until the end. Number 1 will definitely surprise you. Nashville, Tennessee? Think Nashville is just about country music and cowboy boots? Think again. This city has transformed into one of the fastest-growing economic hubs in America, and it's attracting young professionals, entrepreneurs, and creatives in droves. Whether you're looking for a booming job market, no state income tax, or a nightlife scene that rivals the best, Nashville is calling your name. First, let's talk money. The unemployment rate is just 2.7%, and the city's diverse economy, spanning healthcare, tech, and entertainment, means opportunities are everywhere. Companies like Amazon, Bridgestone, and Oracle have set up shop here, pushing average salaries to around $72,000 per year. And the best part? Tennessee has zero state income tax, so your paycheck stretches further. Housing? It's getting pricier, but still manageable compared to cities like Austin or Miami. The median home price is around $475,000, while renting a one-bedroom apartment averages about $900. Not dirt cheap, but considering Nashville's rapid growth, these prices are only heading one direction: up. But let's be honest, you don't move to Nashville just for a paycheck. You move for the vibe. Broadway streets honky-tonks pump out live music every night, but that's just the start. The Gulch offers high-end shopping and trendy rooftop bars. East Nashville is a paradise for indie coffee lovers and foodies. And Germantown blends historic charm with modern luxury. And speaking of food, ever tried Nashville hot chicken? One bite, and you'll understand the hype. Of course, rapid growth brings challenges. Traffic congestion is becoming a headache, and home prices are climbing fast. But if you're looking for a city with southern hospitality, big city ambition, and a culture that's impossible to replicate, Nashville is the place to be. Move now, before everyone else beats you to it. Tampa, Florida. Imagine waking up to sunshine almost every day while living in a city that's growing faster than your morning coffee cools down. Welcome to Tampa, Florida, a place where job opportunities, affordable living, and a waterfront lifestyle come together in one irresistible package. Tampa's economy is thriving, with major industries like finance, healthcare, and tech expanding rapidly. Companies like JP Morgan Chase, Raymond James, and Tech Data are fueling a low unemployment rate of just 2.8%, while average salaries hover around $65,000. And here's the best part. Florida has no state income tax, meaning you keep more of your paycheck compared to states like California or New York. Housing? It's still a steal compared to Miami or Orlando. The median home price sits around $430,000, and renting a one-bedroom apartment averages about $1,900. And while prices are creeping up, Tampa still offers more space and value than most major metros. Plus, utilities and groceries remain relatively affordable compared to national averages. But let's be honest, you're not just moving for a job. Tampa's lifestyle is what seals the deal. Think White Sand Beach is just 30 minutes away, waterfront restaurants serving fresh seafood, and outdoor activities year-round. Whether you're kayaking through the mangroves, catching a Tampa Bay Lightning game, or strolling through the historic Ybor City District, there's always something happening. Of course, no city is perfect. Summers here get humid, and hurricane season keeps residents on their toes. But if you can handle a little heat and the occasional storm prep, Tampa offers an unbeatable mix of career growth, affordability, and coastal charm. Move fast, before everyone else does. Denver, Colorado. If you want a city that blends urban excitement with jaw-dropping natural beauty, Denver is calling your name. This mile-high metropolis is one of the fastest-growing cities in the U.S., attracting young professionals, entrepreneurs, and adventure seekers looking for the perfect mix of career opportunities and outdoor living. Let's start with the booming job market. Denver has become a magnet for tech startups, finance firms, and healthcare giants. Companies like Google, Lockheed Martin, and Ball Aerospace are expanding, and unemployment sits at a low 2.8%. With an average salary of $75,000, Denver offers solid earning potential, especially if you're in tech, engineering, or renewable energy. Now, the big question: cost of living. It's no secret that Denver's housing market has skyrocketed in recent years, with the median home price around $600,000 and one-bedroom apartments renting for about $2,100. But before you write it off as too expensive, remember this: Colorado has a flat 4.4% income tax, and Denver's salaries often make up for the higher cost. Plus, utilities and groceries are still more affordable than in places like California or New York. Of course, the real magic of Denver is the lifestyle. Imagine finishing work and heading straight to the mountains for a hike, ski trip, or scenic drive. With 300 days of sunshine a year, outdoor enthusiasts have endless options, from Red Rocks concerts to weekend getaways in Aspen or Vail. And if you love craft beer, congratulations. Denver has more breweries per capita than anywhere else in the US. What's the downside? The traffic is getting rough, and housing prices keep climbing. But if you're looking for a city with a strong economy, unbeatable outdoor access, and a vibrant social scene, Denver is easily one of the best places to move before 2026. Raleigh, North Carolina. If you're looking for a city where career growth, affordability, and Southern charm collide, Raleigh should be on your radar. This North Carolina capital is booming, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. With a tech-driven economy, top-tier universities, and a cost of living that still undercuts major metros, it's no wonder thousands are making the move. Let's start with jobs. Raleigh is part of the Research Triangle, a powerhouse region fueled by companies like IBM, Cisco, and Lenovo. The city's unemployment rate hovers around 3%, and the average salary sits at $70,000, meaning you can actually live well without working 80-hour weeks. Whether you're in IT, biotech, or finance, Raleigh's job market is as hot as a Carolina summer. And speaking of affordability, this is where Raleigh really shines. The median home price is around $450,000, and renting a one-bedroom apartment costs about $1,700. Sure, prices are creeping up as demand skyrockets, but compared to places like Austin or Denver, this is still a steal. Plus, North Carolina's flat income tax rate of 4.75% means you'll keep more of your paycheck. But Raleigh isn't just about work. It's about balance. Picture yourself grabbing a locally brewed IPA at one of the city's countless craft breweries, catching live music in the Warehouse District, or biking along the 180-mile Capital Area Greenway. And if you love food, Raleigh's got it all, from world-famous Carolina barbecue to innovative farm-to-table dining. Of course, the city's growth does come with some downsides. Traffic congestion is getting worse in summers. Let's just say the humidity will test your patience. But with a strong economy, reasonable cost of living, and a lifestyle that blends urban energy with southern hospitality, Raleigh is a city that's only getting better. If you're thinking about making a move, now is the time, before everyone else gets the memo. Phoenix, Arizona. What if I told you there's a place where the job market is booming, the cost of living is still reasonable, and you can enjoy 300 days of sunshine a year? Welcome to Phoenix, a city that's growing so fast it might just leave other metros in the dust. Phoenix isn't just a desert escape, it's an economic powerhouse. Unemployment sits at a low 3.1%, and major industries like tech, finance, and healthcare are exploding. Companies like Intel, Honeywell, and Wells Fargo are expanding their footprint, pushing average salaries to around $65,000. And with Arizona's flat income tax rate of 2.5%, you'll keep more of what you earn. Now, let's talk about affordability, because this is where Phoenix still has an edge. The median home price is around $440,000, and renting a one-bedroom apartment averages about $1,700. Sure, prices have risen, but compared to California's skyrocketing costs, Phoenix feels like a bargain. And unlike coastal cities, you won't be drowning in state taxes or outrageous utility bills. But let's be real. You don't just move for a paycheck. You move for lifestyle. Picture yourself hiking in the stunning red rocks of Papago Park, playing golf year-round, or catching a sunset over Camelback Mountain. And when it's time to unwind, Phoenix's food scene is on fire, literally. From world-class Mexican cuisine to upscale steakhouses, there's no shortage of flavor. Of course, Phoenix isn't perfect. Summers here are brutal. We're talking triple-digit temperatures that make stepping outside feel like opening an oven. And urban sprawl means you'll probably need a car to get around. But if you can handle the heat, Phoenix offers an unbeatable mix of job growth, affordability, and outdoor adventure. Move fast, before the secret gets out. Austin, Texas. Austin isn't just growing, it's exploding. This once laid-back college town has transformed into one of America's hottest cities, attracting tech giants, entrepreneurs, and creatives who want a piece of the action. If you're looking for a city with an unbeatable job market, no state income tax, and a lifestyle that blends innovation with live music and BBQ, Austin should be on your radar. Let's talk jobs, because Austin's economy is on fire. With companies like Tesla, Apple, and Google expanding their presence, the unemployment rate sits at just 2.9%, and average salaries hover around $78,000. The city has earned the nickname Silicon Hills for a reason. Tech is king here, but finance, healthcare, and startups are booming too. And thanks to Texas's 0% state income tax, you get to keep more of your hard-earned cash. Housing? It's not as cheap as it used to be, but compared to coastal cities, it's still a deal. The median home price is around $550,000, and renting a one-bedroom apartment costs about $2,200. Not exactly pocket change, but when you factor in Austin's strong job market and tax savings, it's a trade-off many are willing to make. Now, let's get to the fun part. Lifestyle. Austin is a city that moves. Whether you're paddleboarding on Lady Bird Lake, hiking in the Barton Creek Greenbelt, or catching a live show on 6th Street, there's never a dull moment. And food? Let's just say you haven't lived until you've had brisket from Franklin Barbecue or tacos from a roadside food truck. The downside? Traffic here is a nightmare, and summer temperatures can be brutal. But for those who crave opportunity, culture, and a city that never stops evolving, Austin is one of the best places to be. Just don't wait too long. The secret's already out. Columbus, Ohio. Forget everything you thought you knew about Ohio. Columbus is booming and people are taking notice. This city is no longer just a college town with Buckeye fever, though yes, Ohio State dominates the culture. It's now one of the fastest-growing metro areas in the U.S., attracting young professionals, tech startups, and families looking for affordability without sacrificing opportunity. Let's talk economy. Columbus has a diverse job market with major growth in tech, finance, logistics, and healthcare. Big names like Google, Amazon, and JP Morgan Chase have expanded their presence here, while homegrown startups are making waves in AI and biotech. The city's unemployment rate is just 3.2%, and salaries are climbing, with the median household income sitting around $72,000. But here's the real kicker. Columbus is still incredibly affordable. While home prices have risen, the median home price is about $320,000, a steal compared to similar cities. Rent for a one-bedroom averages just $1,500, and utilities and groceries remain below the national average. Ohio also has a flat state income tax, keeping things simple and predictable. Beyond the numbers, Columbus has energy. Its food scene is exploding, with award-winning restaurants, a craft beer boom, and a growing coffee culture. The city is packed with parks, bike trails, and arts districts, and it hosts some of the biggest festivals in the Midwest. And yes, winters can be chilly, but Columbus more than makes up for it with a strong sense of community, a thriving nightlife, and a housing market that still has room to grow. Bottom line, if you're looking for a city with huge potential, affordable living, and a job market that won't slow down, Columbus is the best place to move before 2026. Orlando, Florida. When people hear Orlando, they usually think of theme parks. But this city is so much more than Mickey Mouse and roller coasters. With a booming economy, affordable living, and year-round sunshine, Orlando has become one of the fastest-growing cities in America. and not just for tourists. Let's start with jobs. Orlando has one of the strongest economies in the country, with major growth in tech, aerospace, and healthcare. The city is home to major employers like Lockheed Martin, Siemens, and Advent Health, and the startup scene is thriving. Unemployment is just 2.8%, and the average salary sits around $62,000. Plus, Florida has zero state income tax, meaning you keep more of your paycheck. Now, the big question, cost of living. Orlando remains surprisingly affordable compared to other fast-growing cities. The median home price is around $390,000, and you can rent a one-bedroom apartment for about $800. Utilities and groceries are reasonable, and Florida's property taxes are lower than the national average. Of course, the lifestyle here is unbeatable. Yes, Disney and Universal are in your backyard, but Orlando is also packed with outdoor adventures. Think boating, hiking, and even natural springs where you can swim with manatees. The nightlife and food scene have exploded in recent years, with everything from craft breweries to high-end dining. And with 233 sunny days a year, you can enjoy it all without ever shoveling snow. Downsides? The traffic can be brutal, and summers are hot and humid. But if you want a city with a thriving job market, affordable housing, and endless things to do, Orlando is one of the best places to move before 2026. Boise, Idaho. Boise isn't just another sleepy city in the Pacific Northwest. It's a hidden gem, transforming into one of the most exciting places to live in America. Tucked between rolling hills and the Boise River, this city has been attracting remote workers, young professionals, and families looking for a fresh start. Why? Because it offers that rare combination of affordability, outdoor adventure, and economic opportunity. The job market here is no joke. With a booming tech scene, yes, Boise is turning into a mini Silicon Valley, healthcare and manufacturing industries on the rise, unemployment sits at a jaw-dropping 2.9%. Average salaries hover around $63,000 per year, which might not seem massive until you see the cost of living. And let's talk about real estate. While home prices have been climbing, the average home still costs around $480,000, way less than what you'd pay in major West Coast cities. Renting? A one-bedroom apartment averages about $500 per month, making it far more budget-friendly than Seattle or San Francisco. But Boise isn't just about numbers, it's about lifestyle. Love hiking, biking, or skiing? You're in luck. With 190 miles of trails, world-class whitewater rafting, and the Bogus Basin ski area just 16 miles away, outdoor lovers are spoiled for choice. Not an adrenaline junkie, no worries. Downtown Boise is packed with trendy coffee shops, award-winning breweries, and a food scene that's punching way above its weight class. Ever heard of a potato ice cream? You'll find it here. Of course, no place is perfect. Winters can be chilly, and the city's rapid growth means traffic is slowly creeping up. But if you're looking for a city with small-town charm, big city ambition, and a cost of living that still makes sense, Boise should be at the top of your list.